Good evening everyone, it's Ben from Real IT Solutions. I'm sorry about the light in here, I'm just trying to adjust that a little bit, that's a bit better, isn't it? So what I'm going to is my latest video blog. I want to talk to you about tonight is about, is it time to ditch your iMac or not? Because Apple have got a thing in place that after certain amounts of time, like 8-9 years, they launch a thing what stops the Mac from updating anymore. It's like the latest version of Mac software cannot go on certain age machines and so on. I'm going to show you tonight the difference between the different machines and what machines can be upgraded and which machines can't be upgraded. And I've got two Macs that are a year apart in age, only a year, but that stops one from being upgraded to the other and such on. And first I'm going to show you the first machine, which unfortunately cannot receive any more updates and is to a point where it's very vulnerable to security hacks and online threats and so, because it can't be upgraded anymore. But it's only a year apart between the other machine which can be upgraded. So let's start this off. And here we go, I'm just logging into my Mac computer here, and this is a 2008 iMac. It's the one with the white front, and it's more the glass looking iMac. It's running Mountain Lion, which it was built in 2010, I think, in age, so it's quite an old operating system. Just moving over here, and I'm going to click on About this Mac, and here it is. It's version 10.7.5. It's not a bad spec machine. It's got 2.1 gigahertz Core 2 Duo processor, so it's quite a beefy processor. It's got 3 gig of RAM, what lets it down a little bit, but it goes quite quick, this machine. And if I click on more info, you can see what it's got in running on it and everything, like what size hard drive it's got. It's here we are. This is more spec about the machine. It's got let's click cancel to one to share. It's got 3 gigahertz of RAM, 2.1 gigahertz Core 2 Duo processor, and an ATI 128 megabyte graphics card, which is plenty enough. And if I click on storage, right there, it's got a 320 gig hard drive. It's got a lot of music on the audio, because that's mostly what I use this machine for, is to play my music on. So it's got plenty of storage there. But what lets it down, this machine can't upgrade anymore. And the problem with 10.7.5 Mountain Lion is that it's you can't receive any more updates, because Apple pulled the plug on it, so no more updates can be received. So Google Chrome's out of date, Safari's out of date, iTunes is out of date, so it's vulnerable to all threats on the internet. But it's not the end of the world, because what I've done to give this machine a bit more lease of life, I have put on, because I only use it for music, I don't use it for anything else. And that's another problem it's got as well. It can't receive, if you've looked at the bottom there, it's got Word, PowerPoint, Excel and Outlook. It's the older version. It can't install the new Office 365, which the later Mac can. So it's restricted on that, and Microsoft, like Apple, pulled the plug on that as well, so you can't receive any more updates for that as well. So this machine's pretty stuck. It can't receive any more updates whatsoever. So what I've done to give it a bit more protection, I have put on the ESET, what I supply to all my customers, ESET cyber security, what protects the Mac from any potential viruses. And I would recommend if anyone is running an older Mac like this, to put on a decent antivirus software like ESET to keep it protected. And what else I've done on there so I can still surf the web on it, I've put on Mozilla Firefox, what you can see over there. So I can still play my music on it, I can still use it as a running Mac, but I can't get any more updates for it, and it's no good if I want to like install, watch YouTube videos and such and things like that. But it's good enough just for a music player, what I actually use it for. So that's that Mac. So if you've got a Mac this age, what I advise for you to do, don't just throw it out, put on a good antivirus software and just use it for music or do documents on it. You've still got a machine with plenty of life left in it. Welcome back. This is my second Mac computer, which is a 2009 model, and it's running El Capitan. This is still limited as well because it can't take Mac iOS High Sierra because it's not a 2010 onwards model. What this machine is, this is a early 2009 machine, and I can just tell you exactly what it's running. This machine is actually an early 2008, so it's actually a little bit older, but it's not as old as the other machine we just saw, which was a 2007. So it's got 2.4 gigahertz Core 2 Duo, 4 gig of RAM, and a similar graphics card to the other one, what's a TI HD 24 XT, so it's a bit higher performance graphics card. Storage, this is where I've upgraded it, so I put a 1 terabyte in it. It would have come with a 320 like the other one, but I put a 1 terabyte hard drive in it, and it's got plenty of room for my music and apps and whatever. So it is still limited like the other machine, but not as limited, so I can run things like, because El Capitan still got support until 2019, so I can run, you can see at the bottom there, my Office 365, Word, Excel, PowerPoint and Skype, and I've also got my iTunes for all my music, and my Google Chrome and Safari, so it's got plenty of life still in it, so I've got another 2 more years I can get out of this machine. But if you've got a machine built after 2009, you can run the new iOS High Sierra, so you have a bit more time with it. But if you've got a machine this age, early 2008 or late 2008 iMac 21-inch or 24-inch or even the 27-inch one, these are ones with the silver front, not like the white one which you saw earlier, was the white plasticky one. This is the silver aluminium front one, and you can tell the difference between 2009 and, if I just turn the machine around, and the 2008 model. The 8 model has the plastic black back, while the later ones of 2009 onwards have a silver aluminium back. So the older ones like these have the black back, still have the CD drive at the front. So that's the big difference between the models, and of course that the 2009 onwards ones have the i5 processor instead of the Core 2 Duo. But if you've got an age one of these, we can upgrade it from the Mountain Lion, what it would be running, and put up to El Capitan on it, so it'll run fine. Putting a solid state hard drive in these can actually give it a bit more life as well, and make it run a bit more quicker as well. So it's just a quick video tonight, just to show you that even if you're running an older Mac like this sort of age one, you can still use it for a couple more years yet and still be secure online. We would still recommend these set antivirus, put on there to make it more secure. And a prosperous new year. You still got a machine with plenty of life left in it. So there you have it. So two Macs, 2 different ways they run, 2 different operating systems. One being a bit older, 2006, 2007. One being a 2008 model. So this shows you that year apart, that one can take more of an operating system than the other. They've both got similar processors, they've both got similar graphics card, but one is slightly older and can't take the newer operating systems, while the other one can. That's the way that Apple works with all their operating systems. And we would advise, if you're running a machine on either 10.6.8 or 10.7.5, then you really need to think about replacing the machine with a newer Mac. You don't have to go for brand new. I mean, you can pick up a nice 2009 or 2010 Mac for less than £500, and you'll pick up a really good machine for that. An i5 with at least 4 gig. I would recommend putting 8 gig of RAM and it make it a bit more quicker. But you'll be able to pick up a nice machine for that and run all your programs like your Office 365, your latest version of Safari, latest version of Google Chrome, and also your latest version of iTunes. And I would advise, with what's been going on recently with all these slightly security holes in Macs at the moment, to run a good antivirus software. ESET, F-Secure are the two top antivirus softwares which are designed for both PC and Mac, so they do protect your machine. And also installing and setting up OneDrive. OneDrive is now available on Mac as well as PC, and it could back up all your documents between both platforms. So if you've got a PC with your Word and Excel documents on, you can share that with your Mac and it's still open the same way. So that's really good because OneDrive works on both platforms. And also make sure you run your Time Machine as well on your Mac and back it up to an external hard drive as a double backup. This makes sure that all your documents are kept safe. So it's only a quick video tonight. If I don't speak to you before, have a very happy Christmas and a prosperous New Year, and I'll speak to you very soon.